The last couple of hours have been absolutely crazy for crypto, and you've probably already been watching it, but Trump did not mention crypto today in any of the speeches. I've been watching it like a freaking hawk. He did not mention anything, and right now he's been signing these executive orders, and thus far, nothing crypto-related has been publicized. But it's not bad. Then again, I guess him just joining the space has brought so much speculation with it, and a couple of other interesting pieces. One of which is, for example, that him bringing all these hundreds of thousands of people in, well, it kind of crashed crypto. And not in a bad way, or is it? Well, I mean, the price did not really go down of any coins ever since he entered, because today Bitcoin hit an all-time high. So it's hard to say that. Similarly with Solana, hadn't seen $290 before, and because of Trump, it went that crazy. But that's also where the kicker lies. He basically crashed everything in two different ways. One, because they took out all the liquidity from solid projects, even Bitcoin, ETH, etc., and put it into Trump coin. And he's basically been selling that off, and we'll talk a fun thing about that. But also because right now chains like Solana are pretty much unusable as, well, you can see right here, Coinbase just told their users to allow for like half a day or something like that for their Solana deposits to process. And similarly with withdrawals, people have been stating that they've needed to wait days, or at least since last night, for their Solana to come through, even though usually Coinbase is very freaking, Coinbase is garbage actually. I wanted to say Solana is very freaking fast. You know, if you're sending a transfer over, how long does it take for Solana? What, 30 seconds or something like that for it to, generally speaking, be confirmed? So a deposit for it to, allow, or for you to need to allow 1,000 minutes, it's a bit ridiculous in my opinion. By the way, just to put it into perspective, right now it's almost 6 a.m. Dubai time. If you're wondering why I look a bit sleepy, that might be it. Anyway, so no Ross pardon, right? He didn't pardon the founder of Silk Road, the very infamous crypto platform. No legalization of perpetual swaps, and no crypto executive order. Have we been bamboozled by the Trump crime family? Well, one part as to why that's the case is because right now, you'll probably see around Twitter that many new coins are being created. Part of which because, for example, there was some speculation that people found Barron Trump's wallet, and it just caused a whole race of coin after the other coin after the other coin. I mean, even Cuba launched a coin, and now, funnily enough, Mark Cuban also is talking about launching a meme coin. He basically stated, here we go, if meme coins are the way, maybe I'll issue one. With a twist. Same terms as Trump. 20% floating. Same release schedule, one difference. All the revenue from the sale of the coins goes to the US Treasury. The wallet address will be published so everyone can track it. If you want to go for it, go for it, but at least use it to make a dent in the US debt. You in? And my response to that is, I think this is a joke, but on the opposite side, if it's not, isn't that just like a raise of sorts? Isn't that just literally, well, he's just basically saying, let's raise to give the U.S. money? I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. The U.S. Treasury is doing a fundraiser, or he's doing basically a fundraiser for the U.S. Treasury? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. And somebody had an interesting comment saying all revenue from this sale should go to the strategic Bitcoin reserve, will be far more meaningful. And he said, I thought about that, but it doesn't exist and it may not. So then I kept thinking, you know what? That is kind of funny. All these people, really, they talk about crypto all the time, but they really, for some reason, don't fully believe in it yet. Or I watched a video today by Michael Saylor, and he explained something quite beautifully. I'll probably talk about this again tomorrow, but I still want to play it right now just because of how beautiful it is. It takes a few minutes though, but make sure you press the like button on the video right now. I'll show it to you, but trust me, this might blow your mind. But before I show you, I'll quickly state, if you're also looking for a platform to trade, as right now we're trading a lot of different coins, right here you can see we are trading it over on Blowfin, and I've got a link for it down below as you can use it from anywhere in the world. We're also, I'm logged out right now. I want to say we're also trading on Bybit, but that you cannot use in a couple of different countries. Blowfin you can use, I believe, from anywhere. If not, just try a VPN. It should be working just fine. Link is down below. We bought XRP yesterday pretty good at 290 something. And obviously the price went up like crazy when Bitcoin hit its all-time high. Right now it's fallen down. But ultimately, my belief in these coins is higher than ever before, regardless of a Trump mention, regardless of a this or that or this or that. If he doesn't mention it for the next few months or something like that, will still thrive. Just watch this video and you'll understand exactly why I'm saying that.
If you're a 20-something or a 30-something and you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to spend 100 hours or 200 hours, if you have more time than money, then the volatility of Bitcoin is a gift to you. If you have more money than time and you're arrogant and egotistical and you just pick the obvious, then if the volatility goes away, you buy Bitcoin. If people in the rest of the world knew what I know and they understood and they agreed with me, Bitcoin would go to $10 million tomorrow. And if Bitcoin went to $10 million tomorrow, I want you to think about how you would feel and how your viewers would feel, because you would lose 20 years of stacking opportunity during which you get to buy at less than $10 million. So the difference between $10 million and 100,000, that's what you give up if the volatility goes away and people start to agree with you. So I'll end with just one thought, which is, in my life, I've made a bunch of very successful investments. I bought Facebook, I bought Apple, I bought Google, I bought Amazon, I bought Bitcoin. And there's a simple formula if you want to make 10x your money or even 100x your money. And this is the formula. Find something in the world everybody needs, nobody can stop, and few people understand. And if you find that, if it's like obvious, Amazon, Google, Facebook, iPhones, Bitcoin, digital capital, digital money, digital photos, digital relationships, digital video. If it's obvious and nobody can stop it, but you go and you talk to a bunch of people with more money than you, and they're older than you, and they're more successful than you, and they all say, I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, at that point, the cowardly response, the loser response is, well, a lot of people told me to give up on it because they don't get it, so I won't get it. And the right response is, I'm going to study it and decide if they're wrong, and I'm going to make a decision for myself. And if I got it, if I bought Amazon when Wall Street hated it, if I bought Facebook and Google and Apple when Wall Street hated it, if I bought Bitcoin when Wall Street hated it, then I'm getting rich.
So for any of you guys wondering,
if you're a 20-something,
ow, my ears. So for any of you guys are wondering why this Trump situation really in a negative side doesn't really matter for the most part, I'm just so freaking excited. It mostly comes down to that. Regardless of what happens right now, really, regardless of what happens, we're going so much freaking higher. That's all I got to say right there. And a whole new era has just begun. Even Rookie here is asking, hey, man, I refuse to believe that Bitcoin just all of a sudden shot up $7,000 today in like 20 minutes, or last night, I should say, for no reason at all. You know, a lot of people most likely are buying in because they realize that Trump, through his company right here, WorldFi, even Donald Trump Jr. here is posting about it to commemorate the inauguration of Donald J. Trump as the 47th. The Wealth Finance, whatever, is proud to announce the following strategic purchases. This is all on their EVM address. 47 mil worth of ETH, 47 mil worth of Bitcoin, 4.7 mil worth of AVA, 4.7 mil worth of Link, 4.7 mil worth of TRX, Athena, and that's about it. There was another funny post, though, by Waz. He said this. Well, let me get this straight. So all you stupid asses sold your altcoins to buy Trump's coin. Then Trump's coin dumped like $500 million on all of y'all. And then the Trump team used that money to buy the coins that you dumped with the money that you used or sold, I guess, in that coin to buy his coin. Isn't that kind of the funniest thing? So you're basically just giving your coins away to him. It's kind of funny how that went to some extent. Some other crazy things have happened today as well, by the way. And again, but this is an interesting post. I don't feel euphoric. The feed doesn't feel euphoric. No one feels euphoric and unstoppable. That's how you know we haven't topped. ETH hasn't even had a run. You think BlackRock and friends shoved into Bitcoin just for casual pop, over $100,000 just to nuke it again by 80%? We're no longer early, but we're probably a little more than 3/4 done with the cycle, but hold on. Right? He goes on a bit more. I have two thoughts on that. One is the way that these meme coins are going, it kind of feels like the top, but on the opposite side, I'm thinking the real euphoria was there for like a day. Whereas with the usual altcoin season peak or top, it's basically people saying that it's never going to end. It's going to keep continuing on. It's euphoria everywhere saying, no, $700,000, yada, yada, yada. And this season has been very, very rational. I have heard some dumbasses about Trump and the coin, which does make me, remind me of like March, April of 2024. But on the opposite side, I'm thinking, yeah, it's just one coin, a little bit of movement, but nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Regardless, the first crypto president, at least he dubbed himself that. Yesterday, he did mention crypto, by the way. So some of you guys are forgetting that it's just one day since he talked about it. And most likely, it'll still even itself out. Even if he never talks about it, we know what we hold. If you're holding any coins, XRP, Bitcoin, XLM, whatever coin, you knew what you held, even without Trump. We'll be fine. It's all a matter of time. It's all timing at the end of the day as well. He knows that. We all know that. So great things take time. Don't get too nitty-gritty with all this. We're still in a good spot. Yeah, that's about it.